Hey everyone, in this video we are going to learn number 44, Oh Susanna, out of your Essential Elements books. So the first thing we need to know before we learn how to play a new song is what that song sounds like. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. So, in this video, what I want us to do is we're first going to learn measure by measure, then we're going to do bigger chunks, and then we're going to play the whole thing all at a time. At the end of the video, I'm going to play along with some cool background music that has some cool jams to it, and that way we can play along just like if we were playing in band with other people. So, the first thing we need to do is learn our notes. So, if you have not done so yet, I want you to pause the video, go into your Essential Elements book to number 44, and make sure that you know every single note name and where it belongs on the staff. If you need to, get out your pencil and take your time, really focus and make sure every single letter name is correct before you go on and play it. If you remember from your warm-up number 1, we have our do note and our re note, mi note, fa note, sol note. And now we're going to add our la note, which is one letter higher. In this song, if we begin right here, we have do, re, mi, so, la. So this note, beat 4 of the first full measure, ba, 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 that is your la note. If I am a saxophone player, I'm going to play an E. If I am a clarinet or a trumpet player, I'm going to play an A. If I am a flute, oboe, trombone, baritone, or tuba player, I'm going to play a G. And if I'm a French horn player, I'm going to play a D. Those are our la notes. Now, let's talk about this first measure. We are used to there being 4 total beats in a measure, but this one has what are called pickup notes. This pickup notes occur on beat 4, one measure before we start. So right here, this is measure 1. So for here, we have our do note and our re note are played as 8th notes. So we would think to ourselves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So this would occur on beat 4. Let's just do our first 2 notes, the do, re. On saxophone and on your instruments, it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3. Just that much. Make sure that you are using your tongue to separate those notes. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's go on and play this measure 1 alone, and then we'll add the beginning to it. So here we have our notes, mi, so, la. So if you haven't yet, confirm your mi note, your sol note, and your la note. And it sounds like this. Everyone tap your foot. 1, 2, ready, go. So, let's try that much again. Just measure 1. 1, 2, ready, play. So now, let's go back and play the pickup measure into the full first measure. If I sang it, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, so, la. And let's try that much right now. 1, 2, 3. And now, once you feel really good about playing that, we'll go on to the second full measure, which is right here. If you need to, stop the video right now, practice the pickup into measure 1, and make that really, really crystal clear before we head on to measure 2. If you are ready to go on to measure 2, keep watching. So measure 2, we have our notes so, mi, do, re. Make sure that you know your sol note, your mi note, your do note, and your re note. It sounds like this. So if I play that again, it'll sound like this. 1, 2, ready, go. And so, let's try practicing that together. Everyone tap your foot. 1, 2, this is measure 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Now, if you're ready to play measures 1 and 2 with the first pickup, let's get ready to go. This is what it'll sound like. Let's play that much together. I'm going to give you 3 beats, and then you'll start playing on beat 4. Don't wait for me to start. Tap your foot with me and play right along with me when I start. 1, 2, 3. Now we can go ahead and learn measures 3 and 4. As we learn measures 3 and 4, we're not going to worry about these 8th notes at first. All we have to do is really learn this much. This goes mi, mi, re, do, re. So we have quarter notes which occur on the beat. Mi, mi, re, do. And half notes, because it is not filled in, lasts for 2 beats. Re. If I play it, it sounds like this. Now, let's go ahead and play that. 1, 2, ready, go. And now let's add this half note. 1, 2, tap your foot and play. Make sure you're tapping your foot and you feel yourself play 2 beats on that re note. Now we have the first half of the song done, but we're not including this yet. And I'll show you why in a second. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's the first half of the song. Now let's go ahead and learn the second half of the song, but I don't even really need to rewrite too much of this music. This is how it works. First we had, this was measure 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do, re, mi, so, la, so, mi, do, re, mi, re, do, re. The second half of the song sounds very similar. Do, re, mi, so, la, so, mi, do, re, mi, re, do. The second half is the exact same as the first half, except a couple note changes. So we have the same notes here. This is now measure 5. So these 8th notes, this is at the end of beat 4, or measure 4 from before. That's why I told you to skip it. Do, re, mi, so, la, so, mi, do, re, mi, re, do. And that way, we are going to play as a half note as well. And then we have another half rest. So the only notes that changed were right here in measure 7 and 8. So that was a little confusing, but basically the first half and the second half are exactly the same, except for the last 2 notes of the second half. That's how it's different. So with that, I'm going to just play up to this point because, again, it's the same. I don't need to go practice all of this stuff when I've already learned it. All I have to do is just play it for a second time. So this is me starting off at the end of measure 4 on beat 4, which is this pickup into measure 5. So measure 5 starts right here. 1, 2, 3. Just to help you review, I want you to take your finger and put it on measure 7. Count forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to start right there. The notes are mi, re, do. And let's play that. Tap your foot. 1, 2, ready, play. Let's try that one more time just for good measure. 1, 2, ready, play. So, at this point, we are ready to play the whole second half of the song. Let's do that now, tapping our foot, keeping a very steady beat. I'm going to give you 3 beats, and we will start playing on beat 4, just like before. This is measures 5, 6, 7, and 8 with our 2 eighth note pickup notes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to play along with some cool background music. The way that this works, once you're at the point where you can play the entire thing from the beginning to the end, nice and slow, nice and full, we're going to speed it up a little bit more, and we're going to play with some cool background music. How this will work is a man will introduce, and instead of hearing 4 beats like you're used to, you're going to get 7. You're going to get a full measure to count to 4, and then you're going to get 3 beats in the next measure, kind of like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, so, la, so. Just like that. Now, let's get ready to play this along with the background music. Here we go.
44. Oh, Susanna. There are 7 beats in this count-off.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I want you to go ahead and back all the way back to the beginning of this video. Try slowly going from the beginning all the way to the end. Make sure that all of your notes are correct and that you've done your job, which is making sure that when I'm explaining this, you know all the letters for your instrument. All different instruments play all different letters, so that's your responsibility to make sure you know. Feel free to grab a pencil to write in anything you need to as reminders. Just make sure what you write in is the correct answer. I miss you guys. Have a wonderful week and stay musical. Bye.